And we're back. Dancho swings with his flail. Ooh. I think that's a knockout.
I'm gonna knock Erasmus out.
Max damage.
Which is how much?
18.
I'm at -1.
All right. That is going to take us to Consdog.
I am going to summon Nature's Ally behind the guy in front of my stag. We'll summon Nature's Ally too.
Okay.
So.
Yep, you got your eagles if that's what you're summoning. Yep. Summon away. Alright, the last of these guys will go. And he's gonna move in on your stag.
Oh no!
And actually, you can do this from here. And he's gonna
Wait,
take his
I didn't
attack.
get to my stag.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, you're right.
The stag is going to attack.
I'm gonna
the
attack
guy.
the stag first.
Ugh.
That will miss. It'll like his horns will like clash off the armor.
No!
And this guy is going to take his attack. For a miss on the stag, I'm betting.
Yep.
Brianna.
Alright, so I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to begin my performance.
Okay. Party has buffs.
But
Well, I can't take it back now, so never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
This guy is going to try to move off the stupid grease again. Ooh, and do so. 10 whole feet.
stupid grease. Made
Nikolai.
me look good.
Which one of them was the one that attacked Erasmus?
Dancho, down here.
Freaking Donko.
Oh no, that's the wrong one, damn it.
Done killed me.
Okay, I'm gonna move over to Doncho.
Okay. One more square to be adjacent to him. And that'll provoke an attack of opportunity,
Looks like I'm
Oh lord.
because he has a reach weapon.
He's got that flail.
Ooh! He, like, goes to lift it, but it, like, drags across the ground too far and gets stuck in a twig, and he breaks it loose, but it goes, like, sailing. You are adjacent. What do you want to do with your standard action? That will hit, I think. It will indeed. Ooh, for 10 points.
Yeah, take that, don't fucking hurt my friend.
Ha ha!
The one over here on the stag is going to, with a now suddenly shortened flail, as it kind of like twirls it around for a moment before it whaps forward on the stag. 23 to hit.
Jeez.
And that's not actually what Don chose, by the way. I need the name thing is not kicking over correctly. Does that hit the stag?
Yeah.
Oh, that was it.
For 5. Try to get this name thing corrected real quick. That'll take us to Erasmus. Give me a con
look,
save.
One. Yeah. My knees are tricking.
Ooh, yeah. No, it's a con save. What's the difference between your con and your fort? Because we'll take your other roll. So you rolled a 19 there. You're stable.
Okay. Hey, feeling stable. It's a good day.
Dancho will go, and Dancho will like twirl back down his flail and then swing at, and then take and swing at you, Nikolai. $14. Ugh. A little too locked up while he was swinging it. Constag. Did you drag your eagles there?
Yep.
Okay, I just don't see them because they're so tiny.
Tiny eagles.
Yeah, they're like basically around the back of this guy.
Oh, this to the back layer. There we go.
So
Alright.
the stag is gonna go on the one in front of him.
Okay. That'll hit.
And then the eagles are going to go on that guy as well.
Okay.
So that's
D20s plus 3. So far, 2 hits.
wait, no, wait quick.
Alright. Still up. One. Oh no, I already did. I gotta. Okay. So I did that last one with the other one. Alright. He is still up. But that was a lot of damage. And what does Constag want to do? Leave Erasmus down on the ground bleeding to death?
Yes, do it.
Well, he's not
Cons-
bleeding out, but he is hurt. He's still.
I said bleeding to death!
Constag will
Walk over and make him start bleeding.
take a 5-foot step and cure light on.
Jam your
Take a
hand
5-foot
into his wound and open it.
Oh my god, stop being so gross.
I said cure light. Oh.
Yeah,
Did
macro,
you say
please.
cause light wounds? Jesus.
Oh.
Macro,
okay.
please.
I forgot there was an macro.
Yep, and then light. For 9.
Good.
9. Cool.
Good job.
Alright.
I'll be sure to get knocked unconscious next round.
This one is going to attack the stag. This roll is at a +1 because the stag is attacking one of his friends.
Did you give +2 damage to Dancho when I hit him?
No, I
From
did not.
Jess.
Thank you. Let me not give +2 damage to you. I'll give this to him.
Yes. And from the Eagles, did they also get the +2 from?
The Eagles
Brown.
were not. I don't know if the Eagle. Hold on, let me look at. Let me look.
Those eagles, okay.
It's their groove, the rhythm by which they live their lives.
I feel like this doesn't work, but
Thought I would ask.
I don't see anything that says they don't. So they just need to be able to perceive it. I guess they can theoretically perceive it. I'll give them a little more damage. I'll give this guy a little more damage.
Right. Damage for everyone.
Okay. Where is he? This guy is gonna take his attack on. Oh no, he did, and he got a 13 or a 14. Does that hit the stag?
Nope.
Okay. Brianna,
Hey.
you're muted.
Whoopsie. Alright. So I am going to also place a hand on Erasmus, and I'm going to cure light wounds.
Okay.
Oh, it's the old macro, but I did use it.
Yep. I don't know why this keeps happening. I fucking hate Roll20. Alright, Erasmus heal 6.
Yeah. Up to 14.
This one is finally going to move in, and it's going to attack Brianna. Ooh, actually, he doesn't even have to move in. He can do it from right there. His power pole is extended.
Or pull, eh?
Ooh, does a 27 hit Brianna?
Yes.
The pretty mighty power pole there.
For 9. Look at that garbage roll. I guess that actually wasn't bad. I forget they don't have as big a strength bonus.
Letting me select my token. There we go. For 9.
Getting hit with a power pole.
Nikolai. That'll hit.
Yeah, take it. Take that, Doncho, you jerk face.
Jerk face.
Okay. This other guy down here on the stag is going to attack the stag
How's
again.
Doncho looking?
Doncho's
Crappy,
looking
I
all
hope.
right.
What a prick.
Ooh, does that hit the stag?
Yep.
Take it, stag, right there on the shoulder. For 5.
Stag shoulder, probably good. Probably
Erasmus, you're laying on the ground, but you wake up.
Hey! Can I use an action to stand up without provoking?
Yes, his thing is not extended.
Okay, I will use a move action to stand up.
Yep.
This is one of the bad guys here?
This is Doncho, and these are the 3 other guys that were here waiting for you. Or that were here, like, talking to you while you guys came in.
Okay. There's nobody here. I can move so I can see Doncho and try the thing again.
Yeah, you have clear line of sight to Doncho.
No,
Nope.
I just want to hit.
Doncho will... He's going to take a 5-foot step to here and attack on Nikolai.
I'm sorry, Nikolai.
Ooh, God, these rolls. 14? No?
No.
Alright, Constag.
Alright, we're gonna keep
More like
doing that.
do show.
I'm going to... Comstock is going to take a 5-foot step over and magic bang the stag.
Okay.
And then the stag will try to attack it. Later.
That will miss.
And then the
Oof.
birds.
Brianna, is your music still going?
Ooh. That bird will crit.
Yeah, I can still hear it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you mean my rounds?
You're-
Yeah.
Okay.
My bardic performance.
And you're giving the extra damage, right?
Yeah, this guy's down.
Jam.
Yep. That one is down.
And then the final bird will turn on this guy.
Okay. See if you can hit it. Ooh! 2 solid hits. But he's still up. This guy screams, "You knocked out my best friend!" And he'll take a swipe at the stag. 18 to hit.
Yep.
Or 8 on the stag. Brianna.
So I look at the dwarf that just tried to attack, or just attacked me last round,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to cast Charm Person.
Ooh, it gets an attack of opportunity though, unless you want to make this as a defensive spell because he has a reach weapon.
Okay, I'll cast it defensively. Do I do a concentration?
Put
check?
concentration, yep. Ooh, I think that is a failure. Let me double check. Never remember. I think it's 15 plus spell level. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, 15 plus double spell level. So that will,
Okay.
the spell will dissipate, but you do not take the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
But he will swing at you anyway, because it's his initiative. 22 to hit.
Yes.
11 points of damage.
Okay.
Why don't you just get out of here, you damn poacher!
Dude, We're not poachers.
Nikolai.
I've never cooked an egg past parboiled.
Ooh, give me a concentration check to cast defensively, or do you want to take an attack of opportunity?
I'll take the attack.
Okay. Ooh, ballsy, but I think he's got a hit here.
Yep.
You're gonna need a concentration check anyway. Oops. Yeah, DC is 24. You can just hit the concentration button under True Strike.
Oh. Gotcha.
Ooh, so close.
Do I get anything from the music?
No. Sadly not.
Okay.
So close. But you can still take your attack. That will... Ooh, just barely miss.
Even
Oh wait, no, with
plus?
the bardic music, that will hit. Nice.
Sucks to waste my True Strike.
We gotta do what we gotta do.
Erasmus.
All right. We'll keep sonicking it because I'm doing so fucking swimmingly. Ah, 19 this time.
Ooh, that will hit. For 6
point.
Dancho will lean in and he will go, listen, let my allies go, and I'll explain. Don't kill us here. It'll be worse for everyone. Constag.
We'll kill you.
He can't lean into you. He can only lean into Nikolai, who's right next to him.
Can I do a perception to see if I heard him say that?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
DC is
Good idea.
25.
Alright.
you know what? I'm gonna try that. Just for,
Nope. Nope.
there's no way I can get that. So
Yeah, especially
Can I do
not
the
considering
gauge
there is
in
somebody right
response?
now that's that's singing throughout the whole area, and there's swords clanging on armor.
Can I do
Great
a
job.
gauge in response
Birds
to hearing
squawking,
that?
probably.
Yes, you can give me a gauge as a response. He seems like he's being sincere.
Yeah, well, I have no fucking idea.
This guy will continue
I
his
didn't
attack.
get to do
Oh,
anything.
I'm sorry. I did not realize it skipped you. Sorry.
damn, better not diss Michelle like that again, Steve.
I am going to Cure Light the Stag. I remember to use the right button this time.
Nice. Kill that stag. What does the stag want to do?
Be healed.
Well, the stag didn't hear that, so the stag is gonna go for
Yep.
this person.
Danjo, go for Danjo.
That will, I believe, hit.
And then the birds will come in.
Yep. Ooh, that'll provoke an attack of opportunity from this guy on one of the birds.
No.
Does a 10 hit the bird?
No.
How about an 11? Because technically it attacked one of its allies.
No.
I believe
Okay.
their AC is like 14.
All right.
Yeah.
Carry on then. I need you to remember that the other birds only get one attack because they moved.
Oh, okay.
So none of that will hit. Actually, one of that will hit. Brianna.
Okay, so I'm going to take a step back.
There you
a
go.
5-foot step. And I'm going to cast
Ooh.
Grease. Again. on the guy that was attacking me.
Okay.
Can I just move the grease pool that's already there?
Yeah, that's fine. He's gonna reflex save. Watch this. BAM! Yeah, he'll try to stand up and move in on you a square. And he does.
Oh.
Actually move in to here. Nikolai.
Have everyone throw down their weapons right now if you are serious. You and your allies. Otherwise, I will strike you.
Okay. Erasmus.
I will strike him.
Everyone hears me say that, right?
If you say it out loud, sure.
Yeah.
That's fine, but we still got to do Erasmus.
I know, I'm just asking.
What do you want to do? Erasmus.
Oh,
What do you want
I
to do?
actually was awake and I was still thinking like, oh, did I fall back asleep? No, well, the sonic blast is just, it's what's for breakfast.
Well, Nikolai just said if you all throw down your weapons, then we'll stop.
Did they throw down their weapons?
We haven't gotten there yet because Dancho hasn't given the order.
I'll hold my action to see if they throw down the weapons. If they don't, I'll adjust my action and attack.
Okay. So Dancho will order the two of them to get out of here. They're too strong. I will hold them off. Find help.
Did he put down his weapon or no?
He will throw down his weapon. All right, Erasmus. He threw down his weapon.
All right, poacher. Should we have him lie down on the ground and put his arm behind his head?
Yeah,
Lie down on the ground.
Okay. You
I'm
can.
gonna put
You
manacles
can.
on him once it gets to my turn.
You can issue that command. Constog.
Now let the deer slowly prong him to death, just one at a time.
Cartry. Constog will order Cartry to take a 5-foot step back, and for the birds to fly off of this guy.
Okay.
You're ordering who?
The
Kashri?
dwarf will run.
Kadri, the stag.
I know. I just so rarely hear the name. I assumed the stag's name was the stag.
Brianna.
Okay, so let's see. I can go under the tree, correct? Like
Yeah. As
Okay.
long as you don't go through the center of the tree.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a 5-foot step
What
this
kind
way.
of weird rule is that? Just can't go through the center of trees.
Well, the trunk, and I'm gonna
He's
true
kidding.
light on myself.
Okay. The other dwarf will take off running. And that will bring us out of combat.
Is Dancho laying down on the ground?
No, not yet. But he will.
Okay, I'm gonna put
Look it down.
manacles on
He'll
him.
let you manacle him. I'll let
Now,
them
as
all
we
know.
were-
I'm 100% responsible for the poaching problems. I take full responsibility.
You do?
Yes.
And why did you just tell them to go get help? What is that supposed to do? To try and come kill us because they need more assistance?
Well, you're going to be taking me back, right? You're going to be taking me back to jail? They'll have to go bring somebody there. They'll unfortunately have to learn the news one way or another. They might as well have Irina come and be given the news directly.
I think we should take him out of here now, bring him back to the professor.
Yeah,
I think
I
so as
agree.
well. I'm not standing around here waiting for some ranger ambush.
Nope.
Plus, they can always sense motive somehow.
All right, well, I invoke the right of my position, and I will be tried by the Rangers and not by the campus.
We're bringing you back to the campus, so
It's
we'll
fine.
see from there.
Yeah.
Can we sense motive? Did he, you know what I mean? Like, did he really?
Well, I
You
don't.
can give me a sense motive.
Gauge. Ooh, I did well for once. Oh, nice.
Okay, so
There's
does
something
he-
very suspicious about what it is that he's saying. He seems too eager to take responsibility.
you seem awfully eager to take responsibility.
It doesn't matter. I
Why
am
is
the
that?
responsible party, so
Who are you covering for?
I'm not covering for anyone. I'm the responsible party.
And you just give this up so easily.
You are about to kill me. What other choice did I have? I've already given you the information.
Yeah. I just wondered if I could. So I was.
I'm
Is
gonna do
it
a
like
point
that
agreement.
he's? I guess I'm wondering. Does it seem like that he's laying a trap for us?
Gage doesn't
specifically?
read minds.
Okay.
Gage just
Okay.
gives you like loose things about what something is and tells you whether or not something is suspect or not.
Okay.
But if he's having
Prepare
you,
ourselves. Oh, sorry, Steve.
if he's having you take him back, there's something about what he's saying that's suspicious, but that's kind of all you can get from it.
Well,
Okay.
we can talk while we're walking back to campus.
Yeah. Well, let's
Yeah.
take him back.
Okay. So the
Erasmus, can you write a note, give Professor Phelan a heads up on the notepad that
Yeah. I can.
we are bringing Doncho back, and he has admitted to poaching.
He has admitted to poaching rather, and I'm going to put rather readily.
Mhm.
the four of you can get back with Doncho in tow.
And then he hulks out.
You bring Doncho to when you get there, Doncho has the campuses, the official campus rangers, who will take Doncho into custody. He admitted to the whole thing.
That's what he said. Yeah. He said
Yeah,
he wanted to
that-
be tried by the rangers, but he told his other rangers to go get help. He seemed rather.
And you let them get away if they were told to go get help? What deal did you make with him?
No deal.
We didn't make a deal.
So you just let his men ran away without you hunting them or chasing them to figure out where they were going?
Our priority
said-
was to bring the leader back. He
Okay.
seemed to be above all of them.
Oh, that's the campus ranger. I'm like, boy, Professor Phelan's getting kind of dicky.
Yeah.
Uh,
Also, a few
Professor
of our
Phelan is dickish. He has been
few
since
of
day
our-
0.
party members were getting fairly injured and had to use up their healing potions or healing spells, so we didn't want to put anyone at risk.
Right, but did you give the other men the ability to leave of their own accord, or did they run away and you just couldn't catch them down? Or
They
run them
ran
down?
off, and we focused on Doncho here.
I don't know where this is going. Okay.
Means you're going to get a B minus.
I know. All these rangers are just pricks. Why didn't you hunt down the other guys?
Okay. The Doncho will be taken into custody and taken away, and the four of you can go on with the rest of your evening.
We're not going to
Alright,
talk to
so-
Phelan?
Yeah, let's talk.
Phelan had questions, and all you guys have said so far is that they ran away, and you guys
I
your
thought that
priority
was
was to
the
bring them back.
ranger asking those questions.
No, that was Phelan. I can't do the voices as differently as they need to be when they're both gruff male voices. The difference between the two is one is supposed to have a bit of a jowlsy sound, and the other one is supposed to have a raspy sound. It's a very, very similar
Okay.
sound set.
Okay, well then I'm going to
And when my
report.
throat is not doing so well, it's not exactly helpful.
I'm going to say, well, I have my suspicions that something else is up here, but he's been kind of tight-lipped. He seemed rather eager to surrender.
Oh, right away. He just said that he was
Yeah, once
responsible for everything. Doesn't make sense.
Yes, but you do understand where my point on... Come on, stop going back into Dwarven. You do understand... Fuck, it keeps falling into Dwarven. Come on. Some mouth exercises.
I'm going to say we don't understand your point.
He's mad that the others got away.
If you have, for example, a group of people, and they have talked words amongst each other about how to send code back and forth, and you allow 2 of them to go and send a message back to wherever it's from, the story will become tighter than ever. They'll know that we're onto them. Game is afoot. We now have no shoes.
So many metaphors. Okay. All right.
But I think we can still salvage this.
It's hard when we're down a party member, you know?
I didn't think they would be talking in code.
According to my math, you're not down a party member.
Well,
And he's going to stare directly at you, Nikolai. Really, really coldly as he says that.
I don't care.
Did Nikolai kill Trent? And if could I buy Nikolai something for that?
His point is that we've all called Trent the dead weight, so we're not losing anything, are we?
My point is beyond that. My point is, you were down a person without my assistance. I would appreciate it if you'd recognize when someone has given you a blessing in some ways, as opposed to telling me that I'm responsible for your inability to catch up to
you're
them.
Responsible. I'm just stating that's part of.
I'm definitely not engaging
harder.
This argument.
Taking this a little personally, there, Prof.
Thank you, Professor. I personally am appreciative of the assist on this.
I'm sure you are, because a C doesn't exactly look good to your parents, does it?
You know. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna be like this now, huh? Okay.
Professor, I will be eternally grateful for you having saved my life.
I just need a moment.
He's going to let out a very deep and frustrated sigh. Look,
So you said
I don't
we could...
mean to be taking this out on all of you, but this has been very rough, and I needed this to be completely under the radar. But unfortunately, this is now all out there. I also have reports that the 2 of you went down to the southern ranger stations. Is that correct? Or the 4 of you went down to the southern ranger stations? Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, we're trying to get intel.
I had some... Apparently they slipped up as well and talked something about the poaching also. So they were going to have me inform you that this is not to be spoken of. I'm going to hope we have one possible option here. I'm going to hope that what they choose to do is they choose to get things a bit less in order, and they try to get Dancho out of this situation. But I don't know how important and integral Dancho is to this whole plan of theirs, to this whole operation.
I don't know either.
So I need the 4 of you to play as stupid as possible with this.
That won't be hard.
About what?
Yeah.
Stupid, not ignorant.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's...
So the story is this. You all heard the rangers down there talking about the poachers, and you all started running your mouth and making up an excuse so you could be heroes. You thought it would get you a good grade in the class if you could come back. Heroes who brought back poachers.
Okay.
We can go with that.
It's not too far from the truth.
We need to make sure they don't think that the campus is on anything. Holy shit.
What happened?
John, gifted the entire channel subs. Thank you, John.
What does that
Did
mean?
channel subs?
Yeah.
How we can get?
So we'll talk about that in a moment. Thank you very much. This will be like recurring on any new people who come to the channel at this point. It's gonna make a lot of noise for a minute. Not to you guys, but
It's gonna be like a slot machine in Vegas.
yeah. All right. Well, noises just keep on coming. Thank you.
Are we in private,
Those
by the way,
dwarves
or
are-
is
Yes,
is
you're in
this-
private. When you guys would have came in, he would have like walked you to where they were going to store him, and then started discussing the stuff with you once the Rangers would have taken Doncho away.
I can't remember. Erasmus, did you tell him what we learned about the dream? Oh wait, no, that wasn't discussed. Yeah.
Yes.
That because it was like error every time. That's right.
Yes.
Okay. So, Brianna says, I know that you're dealing with a lot, but there was an issue that we were having with the notepad.
Hold on. He proceeds to turn and speak.
Okay. So we were, Comstock had a dream. Apparently, my former party member in Sierra Savant used a dream spell in order to contact her. And he was basically just saying that Nia was alive and well, everything we already know. But I guess Erasmus was looking for whether or not we could reply with a dream spell, and we discovered there's no one on campus that knows, and it's not taught.
You're correct.
And we tried to message you about it, but we kept getting an error message anyway we typed it.
There is a lot of talk that a lot of people have about how Thoth is a terrible god. He's a bad person, has nothing but malintentions. But there are some things that Thoth does that are, in some ways, for the betterment of people. Or at least that's the selling point that it has. The university prides itself on not limiting people's ability to study and not requiring people to follow Seshat. Each of the gods got to set a few minor rules within the campus, a way to keep things balanced so that this wasn't just simply Seshat teaching Seshat's ways to the most people possible. A huge educational opportunity if you can influence the mind of others and influence your own propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
As part of the discussion, there are spells which are not necessarily unallowed to be cast, but are only accessible by a few. A group known as the Keepers of Dreams hold access to the dream spells, and anyone who attempts to learn these spells on their own will find themselves meeting with the Keepers of Dreams.
Oh, well, that explains a lot. Yeah, we ran into them. Well,
We
one
did.
of us did.
We did?
Didn't you run into somebody?
I just went to see Agnar.
Ah, yes, Agnar. Agnar is quite literally the Keeper of Dreams, and a number of other things.
Being a creep.
I just sort of give a blank look like, I mean, he's got nice eyes.
It's at this point you remember what Agnar told you.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Well, no, as you
okay.
say that, like the memory block starts to fade.
Oh,
You remember.
yeah.
It's like,
Okay. Well,
I would suggest that you recognize that Agnar is a useful point of information, and adherent to a lot of the principles of Shashat, but is a firm believer in the balanced equation. He believes that Shashat should not exist without Thoth, and Thoth should not exist without Shashat. And so he is avidly making sure that some secrets remain secrets, and some things are not kept as secret.
Uh-huh.
Well, knowing all of this, I mean, we can keep a secret. I honestly
We can play
just-
dumb with this too.
There's no need to go to anyone else about it. It was a message from one of my friends, and he said something about that his book had gone missing. I don't know if you want to pass that on to the dean or not, but
The dean.
I shall. It's of crucial importance that you not tell anyone what we've discussed about this dream thing.
I
Okay.
won't say a word.
We're getting used to this not talking about things thing. It's just a list of things. Eventually, we're just going to sit at Banana Flies quietly.
Well, I'm not
lots
personally
of
a big fan of this myself.
My former job is as in the ministry required discretion, so I can appreciate not just blabbing about everything I know.
Good.
Especially about that Cornelius Fudge.
Oh gosh.
Wasn't he one of the people in the ministry? Yeah.
Yeah.
Will. What a disappointing day.
I'm sorry that we couldn't do this more cleanly, sir.
When I was choosing people, when I choose people for things like this, I don't get a lot of choices. The frustration is largely with myself and my lack of options. This is not a university where we get people who have necessarily gotten all the skills that they need up ahead of time. As Kandor says, they're always too low a level, and even when they're not, they're never quite skilled anyway.
Well, that Candor's kind of
Thanks.
He means that in a fairly reasonable way. Like, you're usually not quite adept yet in working as a cohesive team looking for secrets and surprises. You're often a
that's why we've
bit
come to
naive.
university. We're
I
here
don't
to
know why
learn.
we're doing this. Anyway. Thank you, Professor. Who wants to go to Banana Flies?
Me.
I have to get ready for my date.
Is it at Banana Flies?
Maybe. But you guys aren't going to embarrass me, right?
No, we'll just watch you from across the room like hawks. Make up the conversation you're having. It'll be great.
Do you like
I
loaded
could come
potato
over to your
skins?
table and serenade you with my ukulele. Play you the latest song I've learned.
I'm gonna periodically go by and act awkward and act like I don't know who you are, thereby going like
Okay. So 3 of you are going to go get dinner.
Yeah.
And Brianna is going to go on her date.
Yes.
Or at least that is Brianna's thought.
Uh-oh.
As Brianna arrives back at her, I'm assuming you go back to your room to change.
Yes.
The gentleman from the Batman, who goes by the name of...
Lover boy.
Dick Grayson.
Oh, shit, where's their
Woos Bane.
names? No, not Moose Bane.
Joe Siegel.
He can
Pathfinder.
go all night.
Adam West.
Yeah. Azil.
I can't find their names. I'm gonna have to. I'll just generate one and hope I didn't already generate one for them.
I won't go look back on my notes.
I mean, if I screwed it up, I screwed it up. It's gonna
Lance
happen every
Man-
once in a while.
Somewhere out in America. His name is Paul McCartney.
Donahue.
Do-do-do-do-da-da. that's Donovan. But hey,
All right.
actually, I think that was not Donovan.
He is standing like near your door nervously. He is dressed like not very fancy for somebody that would be going on a date.
See, they're early.
They kidnap you. They're there to kidnap you.
It's just him.
We'll never see you again.
Is everything okay?
I just wanted, I wanted to say, like, you don't have to do this, and so this is me saying, I hope you have a really wonderful night, yeah. Rumor is you've been talking to Agnar a lot, so yeah, I made plans for you and he at this really nice restaurant that I have.
That's creepy.
Some hand in things, and yeah, I don't know if you want to do it. If you don't have to. It was a favor I asked of him. He kind of owed me one from a little while back. But yeah, I hope you have a good night.
Oh, okay. Well, I just want you to know, I don't feel like I have to go on a date with you. I wanted to.
I don't understand. I'm me and you're you. Like this isn't how this ever works.
Well,
I like bats and the outdoors, and sometimes when it smells bad. And you're dressed in an outfit that it looks like you were just in a fight, but you still look like you could go out dancing.
Well, I do enjoy, dancing, and I enjoy those things. But, you never know who you're going to meet. I mean, I like the fact that you're passionate about bats.
He still seems very confused. I don't understand. What's the long game here? Like, what happens to me? Do I get there and like your friends are all gonna follow you to where we'd go, and then they all sit down at the table and act like they were invited originally, and I don't know what's happening here.
I just wanted to enjoy an evening with someone that I found interesting. There's no ulterior motives.
But I've heard this before.
It sounds like you've met some people that weren't so kind.
I've met a lot of people that have not been kind. You talk about bats the way I do, and people just think you're some kind of crazy.
Did I ever sing you the song that I sang to get the donations for the bats?
I heard it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I personally don't know the appeal of a bat, but the fact that you do, that's okay.
Yeah, but that means we don't have anything in common.
That's true.
So,
I don't know yet.
But maybe once we get to know each other, we will.
He's got to get it together.
He takes a deep breath. All right, if you're serious about this, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay. I'm just gonna get cleaned up.
Don't worry about that. If we're gonna do this and you want to know more about me, I might as well take you on a tour of me.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, so he'll head off, and he will come back dressed like he was when in his, well, I guess in the picture he is on the front, in his like armor and his like kind of Batman outfit. I would like to do something maybe a bit different than you might be used to. There's a spot, there's a cave nearby here that we've been
that
working
doesn't
on,
sound good.
and I'd like to try to show you what's interesting about bats.
Okay.
And you might survive the night.
Yeah, so he will take you down
A
to.
whirlwind of guano.
He will take you down to this cave that they have sort of started to. Really, it's more like a room, like a wing of the university in like a building that's been kind of dilapidated that they are working on repurposing. And they have, as you come in, like it's very dark. And the cave kind of runs and starts to tunnel a little bit down into the ground. And there are a few cages along the walls with a bunch of like smaller bats, some bats that like seem to be like kind of hobbling around in the cages, or like that are that like have some trouble. They're like hang upside down for a little bit, then like flop down, and periodically there's some people that are like going around trying to help with things, and they'll take them out of the cages for a moment and like do a few things with them. Bats are an important part of the ecosystem, especially the giant bats. There's a lot of these very large and very dangerous other buggy creatures out there, and the giant bats do a good job helping keep that down as much as they can. They're also interesting creatures to learn about. And they unlock a lot of secrets to magics, which is why they're so sought after. Their parts can help make a lot of different spells, do a lot of different things. I'm sure your friend Erasmus probably, or that was his name, right? I think I overheard that.
Yes, Erasmus.
He does like stuff with bat wings sometimes, right? Or other things like that.
I'm not familiar with his brand of magic, but probably he's a he does a lot of spell casting, so.
These things, they're very important to a lot of people. And some of the parts can also be used to make magical items, which is another thing they are heavily sought after for. I think that these creatures are amazing creatures. They can see in the dark in a way that we cannot. At least the way that most cannot. Not without the aid of magics. They can get rid of a lot of problems. And they are largely not a nuisance if left to their own devices. I often feel like the bat best symbolizes how I would like to be in life. Don't wish to be a nuisance. I wish to benefit the world more than I am.
That's a good way of looking at the world. That's a really interesting perspective I hadn't thought of.
So then, what about you? What do you want to do with your life?
Well, I want to sing and dance. I enjoy performing, and there's nothing like the rush you get after a particularly good performance. The coin isn't bad either sometimes, I enjoy bringing music and joy to other people.
In some ways, then, I guess we're not so different, but I am, I guess, less to people and more to these bats, but in an indirect way, there is some link between the two.
Bats, they use sound to see, isn't that right?
They do. And it sounds like you use sound to feel.
Yes. I use it to help my party to, do better whenever we have to defend ourselves.
It is interesting the way that sound can make so much of a difference to so many people in so many different ways.
Indeed. So, are these all bats that have been injured by people trying to poach them, or?
There are not all of them. We try to bring in what we can if we find a few injured here and there. We make a few daily walks through the woods, checking for any bats and any other injured creatures. It's a bit dangerous at times, but we know what we're doing well enough to keep most of the creatures safe. Would you like to touch one?
Sure.
He'll walk you over to one of the cages. There's a bat that's just kind of crawling around on the bottom of the cage. This one's still recovering a bit, but it seems well. Is Charles on the phone? Yeah, I'm gonna mute Charles real quick. This one has been having some trouble, but I think you'll find he's a lot more friendly than you might expect.
I will. Is he injured anywhere? Do I need to be careful?
Yeah. Avoid the right wing.
Okay. I will carefully stroke his head.
Okay.
It's very soft.
It'll like look around a bit, and it'll make a noise.
He's very soft. He's kind of cute.
Yeah, they're a lot more. They're not as ugly as people give them credit for when you look at them up close. They look big and frightening from afar because they've got these big devil-like wing or demon-like wings, and they flap around and they make all these squealing noises. But at the end of the day, like, they're just fluffy little creatures that are just like anyone else, a bit hungry and want to explore the world.
Well, thank you for letting me pet him.
Oh, you're quite welcome. I think that most people should get a chance to, like, meet a bat.
You wonder if people got a chance to meet them, if they would have a different attitude towards collecting, their parts. I mean, he's pretty cute. I wouldn't want to harm him.
I'd like to think so, and I think that's a lot of what we're hoping to do. The problem we have is, I mean, we're not exactly the most attractive and social people, and so we've been trying to find people that will help promote our cause, but you're really the first that's come along and had any interest. And I know you've got, like, a reason for it, but it's still something we appreciate a lot.
I'm glad I could help. I mean, I do find that people listen to me just because of how I perform and that sort of thing. A lot of times people will have a different attitude towards things.
Well, it's often hard for people not to just look at you anyway, right?
That is true. But, I was actually thinking of taking that song that I wrote and, maybe putting that in my regular rotation of things that I sing, maybe inspire people to think about bats. And, I would like to help your cause. Sometimes you just need the right person to, hear something and it'll change, their minds.
That would be great. You don't have to do anything like that, but if you want to, that would help us out. Like, we could really use it, and the bats could really use it.
Well, I like helping people. That, just like you like helping people, so do I. And so, if I can do even a little bit to help, then I think that would be worth it.
Thank you. Listen, maybe if it's not too forward, maybe we could get dinner.
Okay, let's do it.
I'll go change. If you want to wait here with the bats, I'll be back in a moment. In a few minutes.
I'll wait.
Yeah. So he'll come back. and he'll come back dressed a lot differently. He is wearing, like, still dressed in very dark clothes. That much is the same, but he has, like, little hints of green on the jacket that he's wearing down the arms. And there's, like, a thin strip of green that runs down his chest. I hope it's okay, but I don't think I'm going to take you to where Agnar is. I'll have to let him know that plans changed.
Sure, that's fine.
I think I have a place that you'll enjoy.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. And he will take you out to a nice place for dinner. It is a very small place that has a lot of... well, actually, he'll ask if you are vegetarian beforehand.
Mostly. It's a lot to explain, but I do eat a little bit of meat, but not very much.
Okay. He'll change, as you say that, he'll change his mind, and he will take you to a little gnomish restaurant.
Well, this place is nice.
Yes, it has a lot more things for somebody less in the meat category.
That sounds good. I will order a salad, probably.
He'll actually make some suggestions of stuff that is vegetarian that is not a salad and might be a fun alternative.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Like, everything is served at gnomish size, so you can get a lot of, like, small plates of stuff that are normal. They would be like normal size for a gnome, and a lot of it is very good.
Oh, this
Charles
is delicious.
I like it. It's a nice change of pace.
It looks like I like the portion sizes. I'll have to keep this in mind. I wouldn't have even known this place was here.
No, sometimes you have to look around, you know. But some people are afraid to try new things. I mean, if you don't know a gnome, you don't know how good the food can be.
That's true. I've never actually met. Well, wait, was that one guy that helped us out in the tunnels? Was he a gnome?
Ooh, I forget off the top of my head now.
I think he was, maybe.
He
wasn't a
no,
dwarf.
he was a halfling, I think. I have to go back and check the notes.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I just didn't want to, like, outright lie, like, oh, I've never met a gnome before, you know.
I don't even know if you guys found out, actually.
Okay.
What he was.
I'll just say I haven't known many gnomes.
You haven't known them.
I haven't known them. I'm more familiar with halfling fare.
Lot of potatoes.
I'll kind of wince. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, this is very nice. I really appreciate you not only, you know, finding this place and choosing this place, but also keeping in mind, like, what I like to eat. That's really nice of you.
You're welcome. So let's cut over to the other three people hanging out at Banana Flies.
Appetizers all round.
Is there anything that muted Charles? Charles, you are muted. I muted you because you stepped away, and I thought I overheard conversation stuff going on. I'll unmute you if I can. I can't unmute anymore.
If you didn't want me to talk, Steve, you didn't have to go that way.
No, you stepped away, and I thought maybe one of your roommates was, like, talking to you about something, so I didn't want it to...
Oh, yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah. What a day, huh? Yeah. The term can't win for losing seems to come to mind. Yeah.
It was pretty tiring. And of course, at the end, to basically get yelled at and to say, oh, you didn't do enough. Like, hey, we brought back the guy who says he's the ringleader of the poaching.
Well, he's probably not the ringleader of the poaching.
I know, but hey, we brought back a ranger who's admitting to poaching.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's too much stress. I just want to relax. Ooh, do they have good cocktails here?
They have
Like,
okay
like
cocktails.
A mudslide.
You can. Do you want that with or without real mud?
No real mud.
All right. Just gotta check, you know. Some people like the goblin one.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just thinking of all the other drinks that you would have to ask if they would like certain things. You know. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
How you doing, Comstock?
I'm just disappointed.
About the spell? Or the
Yeah.
dream spell?
Yeah, I'm upset about me getting a C too. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
You're a good teammate. I thought you'd be, worried about something else for yourself and not the fact that I was getting a C. Oh, the horror. Oh.
How absolutely selfish of me.
So anyway, we're just in brick walls. Very well.
I'm gonna get some mozzarella sticks.
Okay.
And some of their famous fried cauliflower.
They don't have fried cauliflower.
Yeah, they're fried cauliflower wings.
So,
World famous.
is there any topics in particular that the three of you want to discuss?
So, yeah, what do you think we should have pursued those dwarves?
I don't know. I feel like it now, but at the time I was just worried because we had already taken, a few of you had already taken a good amount of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of regret letting them go. Well, not letting them go, letting them get away. Do you think there's anything else we could do?
I don't know. I mean, he said we should basically play ignorant about it, so I feel like we shouldn't do anything without his direction.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about so we can't talk about the dream thing either.
Nope.
So
maybe I can see if Banana Flies wants me to patent some of my smoothie recipes for them so that they could sell them here. I've got some good flavors going on.
Okay. Sure. We can do that. Constag, want to get into the smoothie business?
Movie business.
Right.
Yeah.
And the party comes to an end and instead decides we're getting into the smoothie business.
Yep, we're just going into smoothies.
All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap up for the evening. The three of you can have a bit of a sad feeling of maybe not being as successful as you might have hoped, and with the threat of a C being tossed around.
Oh, you had to bring it up again. God.
Clearly making members of the party uncomfortable. The three of you can
Oh, yeah, your sister. I'm sorry.
The three of you can head back to your rooms, a bit disappointed by today's news.
Well, hopefully at least Brianna's date went well.
Brianna.
Brianna, never seen again.
Dinner wraps up. He's very attentive to the stuff that you talk about. Like, now that you've acknowledged a lot of the bat stuff, he'll like start trying to get a lot of details about you. How much do you intermingle fact with the fiction of who you're supposed to be?
I was born in a pirate ship.
I think what I would do in this case is I would try to stick to the truth as much as possible. I probably would, since I'm supposed to be a druid, I might say, instead of that my parents were halfling potato farmers, I might say that, that my parents are druids, and that, my parents wanted me to follow in their footsteps, but that, I didn't want to do the same thing that my family did, so I became a bard. And so, kind of like that. I just kind of would try and be as truthful as possible without like just coming out and being like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, there's all this crazy stuff going on.
Okay.
We're knee deep in the hoopla.
Yeah, and then he will offer to walk you back to your room.
I will accept.
Okay. He will take you back there.
Oh man.
Walk kind of a long walk around the campus, showing you a couple of like spots where they've thought about like setting up their displays for some of the events, and if any of them interested you, maybe you could come out and like sing a song again or do something like that. Thank you.
Hello, friend.
Absolutely, I would be very interested in, helping out.
Hilarity ensued.
Sorry, that was my background.
Yeah.
That's quite all right.
He'll take you back. He'll get you back to your room. This was an unexpectedly very nice night. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you too. I've really enjoyed myself. I had a good time too.
As have I. Good night.
Is it all right if I give you a kiss?
He,
oh my!
Like looks around a bit
Hello,
confused.
friend.
Who
Blushes
could
a
he
bit.
be talking to?
Thank you very much.
I feel like we're invading their privacy.
Hello, friend.
Oh, that's right. This is gonna hit a lot of people with surprise subs. Yeah. So congratulations to new people as they talk in here, because you'll probably get hit with a sub.
I just want you to know that these are a couple of Chads and Stacys.
Sorry, I ruined the immersion there because my announcement went off, but he'll look around for a moment. There's somebody else here.
Oh god!
I'm talking to you, Donna.
Oh, get some self-esteem, dude.
He'll like lean forward.
Oh my god! Why?
What?
No, you'll still kiss
You
him.
like kiss his shoulder by accident?
He does like the way Maya Rudolph kisses everybody on Saturday Night Live with their giant, like her. Ah!
You'll notice though that
It's a
he
terrifying image.
he is very unsure what to do. There are some things that you notice, like there's some things that you notice that are like the kind of things that you've probably read about or like heard other people talking about, like the like secret things that you can do. But like he's just not, like he does not have the skills necessary to begin with. But yeah, he'll pull away and he'll just kind of look at you surprised still. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know what that was.
Have a good night.
You too. Yeah, and he'll head away. And that is where we will wrap for tonight. I appreciate the raid, but we wrap up usually on this Sunday game at around 10 o'clock. So thank you all for watching. And I'll dish out some XP real quick. Not gonna, I guess actually there's a bit to be given because you guys did.
Oh,
good
you
stuff.
forgot about that
I
combat?
forgot about the combat.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I don't want to give you XP for the combat. Maybe I just want to give you guys a C for the combat.
Do we have to keep doing that now?
Dude,
Do we
it's
have?
funny because the professor totally reminded me of Ninoslav, like with the whole like, you didn't do what I asked. I was just like, what else is new?
Everyone can go ahead and take 1250.
12,000.
1250 XP.
Nice.
That's not a level.
Can't level every week.
I mean, I feel like I do in the other game.
Oh, you have
Like
not.
every
partici-
other week.
You have not participated in one of my sessions. We once leveled 4 times in the space of one evening.
Wow.
Charles and his groups really like combat.
Yeah, so we just it was straight out 16 hours of combat or something ridiculous.
Well, on that, I will bring us to a night. Good night, everyone.
To a
Good
night.
To a night.
So what was